Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome. This is Colleen Kavanaugh, your gig girl. And I just wanted to quickly, while I was working on my Groovefunnels page, my landing page, I thought I would record it. And that way I can share what I'm doing as some training. So here we go. Bear with me. I'm learning as I go myself. So here we go. I'm not putting on my camera because you don't need to see me. I'm going to do a share screen and we are off. Okay. So here we go. What I'm doing right now is I am building a landing page on Groovefunnels. Okay. What I did was I took a webinar template, which was very similar to the one I already had. So what you will learn in this free training, it's basically the same as what I already have for lead pages. So this is my lead pages one, which I love, except that I got to keep paying for lead pages year after year after year. But with Groovefunnels, I already paid for it because I got in on the one-time lifetime deal. Hello. So I feel really good about it. And so now I don't have to worry about paying month after month. So anyway, so I love Groovefunnels, but it's very similar because I already kind of knew how to do lead pages. It's very similar. So this is what I'm doing here. So this is my lead pages. And for the landing page, when I get people to come here and they want to sign up for my podcast, or excuse me, yeah, my podcasting webinar, you have a quick introduction. This here is a little bit different than my outline that I have for my other for Groovefunnels, but here it has, you're going to learn these three things and see these cute little images. I just use those because those were part of the template with lead pages. But when I go to Groovefunnels, I'm probably going to choose some other icons in which I learned in another training from the awesome Angie Minucci. So I'm going to go to those icon websites and maybe pick another icon. But for now, I might just use these just to make it simple. So we'll see here. And so, of course, you've got, the picture of me and then my little bio and then that. Now, on the Groovefunnels one, I could also have the testimonials here at the bottom. On the lead pages, I had it, I believe, at the top. Yeah, that's where my testimonials were at the top. And then the description here at the bottom. So this is kind of the opposite. The description is, my bio is kind of like at the top and then the rest is down here. But anyway, these are the three most things there. So this is what I learned, guys. So what I'm doing here is, now you wonder, oh no, how can I get to this? I can't see it. So you got to scroll down to the bottom. See the bottom of my screen here? I got to just scroll this over and then you can see it. Now I got to get rid of this whatever this is, French or whatever this is, I don't know. And what I found was if you tried to delete all of it at one time, it makes it really weird to try to be like, oh my gosh, I can't get in there. It was the weirdest thing. Okay, now it worked, of course, because I'm recording, which is good. But sometimes it didn't work very well for me. So what I recommend doing, and by the way, did you see what I just did there? I'm hitting this button here, this cute little button up here. And most of you know this if you've done other work. It's like an undo button, the undo arrow. So what I do to make my life a little easier is just to go like this. Oops, now I gotta, there we go. I go like this and I just kind of delete part of it. Okay. And now what I'm going to do over here, of course, I'm just, copying and pasting what I already had and putting it back over here. And then I'll come back and delete that here in a second because like I said, I was having issues. See, I'm already kind of having some issues right now. And it could just be me. I don't know. But anyway, so I just recommend that. I can't really explain it in any other words other than just do it this way. It might cause you a little less frustration. I remember working on something about a week or so ago and I was having that issue. So anyway, so basically just copying, pasting. That's what I'm doing here. And what else can I show you? Now, the most important thing, or one of the most important tips I can give you while working on Groovefunnels is learning about spacing. So let's go over here. If I wanted say more space below what people say about Colleen. So if I want more space underneath it, I'm going to go over here to spacing, and I'm going to, now I got to look at my notes because I always forget. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to look at my notes. I'm just going to do it and you'll see what I'm talking about. I believe it's the margin on the bottom. So let's make it a little bigger. Oh, and by the way, you do not ever want to use these drag. I don't know the lingo. I am not a technical person, but see these here where you want to drag and drag with the arrows? Do not use the draggy square thingies. This is me talking tech to you guys, the draggy square thingies. Okay, don't use those. That's going to mess you up. Without getting too technical, just don't do it because it will mess you up when you're going to reconfigure for yourself, for your mobile device and the other devices at the top. Okay, so what you want to do is instead, if you ever want to move these, make them bigger, make them smaller, always come over here to the right-hand side, go under spacing. Now I have here margin. Right now it's at 3.5. I'm going to make it a little bigger. You see how that's going? See that there? Okay, now I'm going to actually hit the redo button because I just want it to be the way it was. Okay, good. So I have to do that a few times. Okay, whoop, there we go. Okay, now if I wanted more space inside of this element, or whatever you call this box here, I'm going to call it a box for the lack of the official term, whether it's an element or what. But inside of this box, if I wanted more spacing, again, I go under spacing over here to my right hand side, and then I would hit padding. See the inside of the box. Okay, so for some reason, if I wanted more padding on the inside, then you would hit, see that, how that kind of is going out like so. Okay, so there you have it. So that is the difference between padding and margin. So I'm just gonna see if I can do that. Okay, so I think that looks okay. So just know the difference. You can play around with it. You know, if you make a mistake, then you just hit the redo button, right? And if you completely mess up, you can always start a new template as long as you're not too far into it. But just pay attention to what you're doing, and you can always use the undo button, I guess, before you save it, right? Okay, so so that I wanted to show you that. What else did I want to show you? Oh, expert mode over here on the right-hand side, top right-hand side. You want to have that in expert mode just because it's going to give you a lot more options to play with. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be an expert. It just, you have more options. Okay, and background. Again, if you wanted to change the background on something, hit background. But let's do this. Let's hit this image. If I wanted to change an image, right now I'm on the image container box, if you will. I'm going to hit, I can't remember, I think I might hit background. I think I hit background and choose image. So let's say I wanted to use this image instead. It's loading. And I'm going to hit select up here at the top right hand side. And did it go? Maybe I didn't do something right. Let's try it again. Okay, configure. My bad. You have to hit the word configure. Okay. Oh, I hope I didn't mess anything up by whatever I just did. So I forgot. Yes, see, I'm still learning. You have to go to configure over here to the right, not design, configure. And that's when you can choose your image. Let's see if we can try that again. And what I don't like, there's something weird going on and I can't scroll down. And I don't know if it's because I'm on Zoom. If this happened the last time when I was doing a Zoom, but I can't see the bottom here. It seems like I might have to hit something below my picture. It seems like there's another pink button below this picture, okay? But I remember when I was trying to do this on Zoom the last time, I couldn't get to what I wanted to get to. So this is weird. So anyway, so I'm going to hit select to see if that does anything. Okay, and here's the word update. So let's update that. And there I am. So there you have it. So I switched the picture. Okay, but I'm going to go back to my other picture. So let's see, go back. Let's see if it'll undo it. And it did. So there you go. All right. So I like this one here and then this one here. Actually, I really don't know that I need two pictures of me, to be honest. But this is such a big picture. So I might have a different picture instead, because I think that's a little bit too much. Let's see what I had for my lead pages. Oh, so for my lead pages, you see, I had this picture. So I'm probably going to do a picture like this, because I don't need two pictures of me. It's a little bit too much. Okay. But anyway, so it's in there because I'm still learning and still playing around with it. But when it goes live, it probably won't look like this. So that's how you do the picture. And again, if you want to change something, this is going to be, this is considered like I guess you could say it might be considered, say, an element. I'm not sure the exact terminology of what this box is, but you look over here, you can see the size over here to the right-hand side. Now, again, because this is a template, I'm not going to mess with anything here because there must be a reason they have everything the way they do. I'm not going to make it, I'm going to try not to change it if I can help it. But again, here's the spacing. If you wanted to change some of that around, size with, again, I don't really want to mess around with all of this stuff. Shadow, but you can play around, see what you like, what you don't like in these. Oh, animation, if you want something to come in, I suppose what that means. And interesting. Okay, so some of these, I don't even know what these mean exactly, but global style. So some of these, I don't know what they are, but you know what? Until I need them, I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, and if you wanted something to be transparent, like a picture, maybe you want something transparent, but then you want something over it. That's kind of cool too. Okay, so you change these up. Again, just your normal things. Now, let's do this. What I would like to test out, this, yes, please save my seat. So they're going to put in their email and this. Now, there's got to be a way I'm going to have to somehow connect this to something else. I haven't learned that yet. That'll have to be a different training video. But I just wanted to show you the basics with Groovefunnels and making a page. And it's pretty easy. These templates, I mean, it's all laid out for you. You're literally just putting in your own words and putting in your own pictures. And the hardest part is just coming up with your own verbiage. Like for me, this was easy because I already had it on my other lead page, but that'll probably take you longer than doing the actual template itself, because the template's done. You just, copy and paste in your own information. So that's what I have here. Those are some basics with the Zoom. And now I also wanted to point out here at the top, we've got these buttons here. You always want to make sure when you're working that all of these are highlighted in pink, okay? If it's only highlighted in this, that's how it's going to look on your cell phone. And the reason why we say not to use the draggy square things is because it's going to ruin this amazing setup. See how well it looks on the cell phone? But if you start messing around and doing your own stuff, and it could make that part a little more difficult. So just make sure when you're working, all of these, this one, oops, is highlighted, or they're all highlighted, I should say. If it's only one that's highlighted, then that means you're only working on that one or whatever. So just make sure they're all highlighted. I think I pressed the right-hand side for all of them to do that. Okay, so let's see. So this is a preview, the little eye, the funny looking, scary looking eye. That's to preview what your thing would look like. Oh, I haven't published it yet, so that's why we can't preview it. And then this here is for HTML code, enable source code editor. This is an advanced feature that can break your site. What? Okay, I've never seen that. This is an advanced feature. What? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That's weird. Okay. Well, anyway, it's an edit. You know, I'm going to screenshot that. This is very interesting. Okay, so HTML, what that means, you can get the source code. Let's say I had this really awesome page like this, and let's say, and I don't really even like this whole layout, but if I really liked it, I would get the source code, the HTML source code somewhere up in here, and I don't know how to do it. Somebody showed me once, but if I really wanted to, I can get the HTML source code, which is all the funny garbage, googly goo from the HTML codes, and you can literally copy it and paste it if it's your own website, if you have access to it. You can't just do it off anybody's website, only if you have access to it, and you can literally paste it in here and voila, supposedly it will come up. Okay, I don't know if they're able to do that yet with lead pages or not. But anyway, if you wanted to do it that way, if you have, like, say, your website and you want to take a page from your website, you can do that. Hopefully, if your website, as long as you know how to do it, you should be able to do it. Unless like ClickFunnels or something is blocking you from doing it. I don't know if ClickFunnels is letting people do that or not, but I know at one point people were literally just taking their ClickFunnels account and just doing that whole HTML source code thingy, and then they didn't even have to rebuild their own pages. But don't take my word for it right now, because by the time you listen to this training, you may or may not be able to do that. But I'm sure there's workarounds to it. If you're a computer person, I'm sure you could figure it out, but I'm not. So anyway, so that's about it. I just want to show you some basics. Obviously, you can save it, publish it. We're going to hit save and saving. Oh, and it just logged me out of that. That's interesting. Wonder why it does that. That's so weird. I don't think it's Groove. I think it's my computer. I've got some weird things going on with my yeah. So anyway, so that's what's up here. So this is the Groove. So welcome to Groovefunnels. So how I even got into it, I guess I could show you, is we went into Groovepages here. And if you're any of these Groove affiliate, if you want to see more about your affiliate, Groove Mail, these are all the ones that I believe they have ready to go, or at least they're pretty much ready. These are the ones they're still working on, future Groovefunnels. As of now, this is mid-November 2020 that I am recording this. These are all pretty much ready to go, but I went into Groovepages. I guess I should have started from the top, and I went into Groovepages, and then I went into my editor, or I already had templates made up, okay? But if you wanted to open a new site, you can hit new site, and whatever you want to start. Now, I went to the webinar page, landing page. When I tried to do an opt-in, I wasn't really impressed with the templates I had there, but you don't have to do the opt-in page. Any of these are really opt-in and landing pages, really. Okay. And so really, if you want to do an opt-in, you can certainly do a landing page, or let's see, there's two landing pages, so you can really, an opt-in is really a landing page for the most part. So opt-in, these two, they just call them opt-ins. Where to go? Okay. So there's different ones to go by. Lead generation, which is really still the same as opt-in. So some of these are the same. A thank you page. So I'll have to create a thank you page, and I'll connect those with some of my other pages. So that's kind of what a funnel is. A funnel is your opt-in or lead generation page, and they opt in, and then they come to my webinar, and then I'll give them a thank you one. So anyway, so there you have it. So that is how you get over my templates. Complete sites, you can do your own website. Complete site. Let's see categories. Let's see what they have here. Coaches, because I need to redo my website. Oh, there's no complete sites ready for that. Let's see what else they have here. And you could take any of these and just Oh, what? Complete sites. Okay, interesting. But anyway, so basically a website is a bunch of landing pages built together, put together. So that's basically, I believe, what a website is. So that's it. And you would hit start building over here on the right-hand side. And you would name it. So this is Zoom example. Start building. And which one did I choose? Did I choose one? Okay, it looks a bit empty here. So if you really wanted to do it by scratch, you could. You could use the blocks. And what's really cool about the blocks is that it's by scratch, but it's not really by scratch because it still has these blocks that are already done for you. I don't know about you, but I like done for you. But you can drag and drop and bring it over, and voila, there it is. Okay, but again, if you're anything like me, I tried to do this yesterday and it just did not work for me. So I am seriously doing the templates. I'm not even messing around with trying to even attempt to do it on my own, even though some of it is still done for you. But I would stick with the templates unless you just like fooling around with this, and maybe it comes a lot easier for you. But for me, I'm kind of in the middle with techie. You know, I will get frustrated if it's getting on my nerves. So it's got to be easy for me. If it's fairly easy, then I can do it. But if it takes too much to figure out, I'm going to be giving up and then I probably won't get back to it for a few months. So I always say make it easy on yourself if you can, unless you enjoy the challenge or if you have a little bit more technical background than I do. So there you have it, guys. That is Groovefunnels, some basics on how to make a, say, webinar page, landing page. Thank you, and I'll let you know when I have some more training. Have a great day. Make sure you connect with me on all social media. Your Gig Girl is my business page. Instagram is Your Gig Girl. And LinkedIn, of course, Colleen Kavanaug. So thank you. Be blessed and have success.